Alright, so I'm hoping this turns out okay, and I'm hoping it's not too loud. Sorry that there's no other sound. I just wanted to make sure it was crystal clear. So basically, I'm making this video to quickly explain a little bit about different teams uh, for for some new players who don't understand. So as you can see right now, the team that's up top is some that people like to call BB spam team. The leader is Fiva, 7 star, because her leader skill is a large boost in the BB gauge fill rate and greatly boosts battle crystal drop rate produced during sparks. Okay, that's good. But also, her BB and Super BB and Ultimate BB all consist of higher than 20 uh, AoE hits, and her Super BB increases drop rate of battle crystals and heart crystals as well. So you want units you want subunits that have high hitting AoE Brave Burst, but also giving some sort of buff to your units. So Zell Knight, his isn't as high as the others, but still pretty high. 17 combo on all enemies and slightly increases allies BB gauge when activated, so like their BB gauge fills up a bit, and also boosts drop rate of crystals. Shira, 26 AoE, and also mitigates damage for 1 turn and raises attack as well. Beast God, 24 combo on all enemies, and nullifies all status ailments and removes them as well. Then Elza, 30 combo on all enemies, can curse and also boost spark damage. So this is kind of like a typical BB spam team. But however, some other leader units you could use for BB spam team is Rosetta, for example, greatly boosts damage produced during spark, and also every time you spark, it slightly increases your BB gauge, so it fills up, and also her BB uh, greatly boosts spark damage. You can use Zell Knight as your leader if you wanted to. Uh, Demos are really good. However, he is an exclusive unit um, that, as of now, I don't know if he's coming back or not. Um, Demo has basically the same leader skill as Rosetta, but this is a higher boost in BB gauge, and his BB hits several times. Ruby, if you level her up, she's really good. Um, Nick is kind of like a worse version than Zell Knight, but still pretty good. Let's see what else. If you get 6 star Lario, his leader is pretty good, and even as a sub unit, it's ridiculous. Um, Uda is pretty good. Orna, Diana, because what Diana does is when you get hit, your BB gauge fills up, and she also increases the efficiency of heart crystals, but then her Super BB does attacks as well. Melchio is good in a BB spam team because negates ailments and does all forms of damage. Pretty much for BB spam teams, it's just try and get people who have high hit counts and can add some sort of buff to all your units. Next up is a crit team. So let me see if I don't think I have my crit team made. Oh, here it is. So this is a crit team that I'm working on. I will be switching it up, but for example, Maxwell as lead, because large boost in critical hit damage and large boost in damage dealt to weaker elements, which is really good. and her Super BB is a 33 massive bite attack on all enemies and boosts your critical hit rate for 3 turns as well. Colt, another contributor to crit damage. Raiden, spark damage, I believe. Kira, weak elements and crit damage, and I think crit rate. Zephyr, I forget what Zephyr does, but you should catch the drift a bit for it. Yeah, so like some other units you could use for crit teams are basically anybody beside, like, you want to have your leader do something with crit, so either increase crit damage or increase crit rate. Then on your team you want people who are called nukers. So nukers are people who their BBs don't really do anything other than attack. However, a lot of nukers have high damage multiplying super BBs and BBs. So Azael, for example, he has a really high damage multiplier on his super BB. You can have like who else is pretty good? You can have Dilma. Even though he only hits twice, he has a hidden crit boost. And Rogan, he can BB spam his super BB because it fills up every time he uses it, and it crits every time. So if you have increased crit damage, it does more. Mifune, 6-star Mifune, is incredibly good because of his high damage multiplier and crits. Kaja, same deal like Azael, really high bonus. And then, your other squads can be squads like mono element teams. So if I show you my mono dark team, this is my mono dark team, for example. I have Magris, who boosts attack damage for all dark units by 100% and 30% increase for HP of dark units. Then I have Elza, Lily Mata for some BB gauge gain, Groddens, because 6-star Groddens is OP, and I have Samira. If I had more cost, this team would be different, like way different, but unfortunately I don't. But those are just some examples of some teams that that you can make and use. So I'm hoping it helped. I can show an example of BB Spam Squad right now. It doesn't really it's not really surprising too much, but it's really good. So I'll use this Elza to help with even more BB gauge gain because she increases BB gauge fill rate, and literally I can just sit here on auto. So that first angel is dead. I'm hoping my Fiva is still leader. I believe she is. Yeah, she is. So as you see, they don't have their BBs yet. Like, it depending on your squad, you can have all your BBs right away. But there you go. All of them have their BBs now, and when you watch next turn, you'll see that everything dies, and I get all my BBs back. A good thing about BB spam teams are, depending on your units, you don't have to worry about having a healer because the amount of heart crystals that you drop, it doesn't even matter. You'll just heal up right away. BB spam teams can have a lot of variety when it comes to units because units do, like, each unit does something different than others. So there's obviously outclassing units, and there's like the high end and low end units. I think my team has a few pretty high end BB spam team units. Obviously, it's not all like 7 stars because I don't have enough cost. But for what my cost can do, these are some pretty good units. As you see on your screen, everything is dying. And once all my BB is done, you'll see everybody has their super BB again. So, uh, thanks for watching. I hope this helped. This is just a really quick guide to understanding some teams. If you need to know more, just let me know, and I can make more in-depth videos about specific teams and specific units, for example, and like what they can do. Thanks for watching, and have a good day, and hope this helped.